Today we're going to be showing you some professional tips and tricks to help you clean your windows more effectively, so you can achieve a spotless, smear-free finish without too much extra effort. Tip number 1, the cloth is just as important as the cleaning fluid in getting a smear-free finish. You want that liquid to spread out on the surface of the glass so it can do its job. Now, traditional microfiber cloths are super absorbent and they tend to suck up the fluid too quickly before it's had a chance to work. Try a fish scale cloth instead. They're less absorbent, which means you can spread the fluid over the surface. And the weave of the cloth has this slight abrasive quality which helps scrape the dirt from the surface. So it's the perfect partner for a good glass cleaner. Tip number 2, change your cloth frequently and often. If you've ever experienced streaky glass, it's probably because the cloth was overloaded with cleaner and dirt. You'll need at least 3 or 4 cloths to do a proper job. Okay, so where do we start? With the dirtiest part of the window, which is at the top of the glass, just underneath the weather strip. Now, getting to this area can be tricky. So wind your windows down halfway, spray the cleaner onto the cloth, and wipe the first 2 inches of the glass inside and out. Flip over and buff until dry. Put the window up, and now we're going to focus on the weather strips where the dirt accumulates. A few spritz onto the cloth and drag into the edges to grab all the dirt that's lurking there. Now we're going to be focusing on the main part of the glass. Just a few spritz, and use your cloth to spread the liquid in an up and down, side to side motion. Then flip and buff in the same up and down, side to side motion. So now we're going to be focusing on the inside of the glass, but we're going to change our technique ever so slightly. If we were to spray the product directly onto the glass, we'd get overspray on the interior trim, which we want to try and avoid. So we're going to take a few sprays onto the cloth and then wipe, flip and buff. So that's the technique for cleaning your door windows, and remember to change your cloth regularly. But what about the rear window? Start with the inside first. But check these out. These are the rear heated element strips. Dirt can get stuck in these strips, so we want to avoid cleaning downwards, dragging the dirt across them. Spray a few sprays onto the cloth and work in the direction of the heated element strips. Now onto the outside. Same technique as before, but because of the size of the glass, we recommend splitting it into 2 separate sections. Lift the blade if you have one, spray, and then onto the other side. Take a new cloth and buff. Now onto the interior of the windscreen. And this is the bit you want to get right because you're more likely to notice the smears and smudges when you're driving. So here's 2 top tips. The first one, don't spray directly onto the glass. Spray onto the cloth like we've done before. Secondly, most people will try and do this from sitting inside the vehicle, and this can be difficult to reach those corners. What we recommend is doing as much as you can while standing outside of the vehicle like this. And now for the inside of the main part. So now I've finished the inside of this side. Anything that I've missed can be easily tackled while sitting inside the vehicle. Then we can move on to the outside. Lastly, the exterior windscreen. Because it's difficult to get to it, we need to treat it as 2 surfaces. Tackle the driver's side first and then onto the passenger side. Again, start with the edges where the dirt might lurk before moving on to the main part of the window. So that's it. Hope you found that helpful and useful. If you did, please keep an eye out for our other how-to video guides, and be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. And remember, enjoy your car, make it filthy, we've got you covered. See you next time.